forward to this.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Geekend Live. Your Thursday starts here, wherever you are on this football we call planet Earth. So, on this show, every Thursday, we talk Star Wars news, of which there usually isn't any, but we still talk about something anyway. Actually, I've got a few things to talk about this week. I know there's been some Star Wars gaming news. I don't get it. You can try and explain it to me. I'm not a gamer, so that's not one of the topics I was planning on covering or have prepared to cover, because yes, I do some preparation for this stream. Do a quick Google search in the news section. But we do have some news regarding Kenobi. It's all about Kenobi right now. So we've got some Liam Neeson, will he or won't he news. We've got some preparation comments from Hayden Christensen and also Ewan McGregor in terms of how they approached reprising their classic Star Wars roles. And also from the BBC News website here in the UK, Star Wars toy bought for 99p sells for £2,000. I know many of you are in the States, so £2,000. I don't know, these days post-Brexit keeps changing, and usually for the negative for us. It's probably about $2,400, I would say, US dollars. But we'll come on to that story in a moment anyway. But let's do some hellos in the chat, because this is a very interactive stream. So if you are here live, say hello in the chat. If you're watching in the future, which is the replay, let me know you're here in the comments, and I might reply. I've got a bit worse recently, but I've been traveling a lot. But generally, I reply to most comments, pretty much all. Chad Campbell was here first, but he's not here anymore because he's prioritized getting a haircut over being here. I've never prioritized getting a haircut over anything in my life. I know I look a little bit neater these days, but those of you who've known me for a while will know that, yeah, historically not neat. Chad, anyway, hope you make it back. And yeah, Chad did post an interview that we recorded like about a year ago. I only just saw this comment, so I haven't put the link to the interview in the chat, but I think I've got it here in the video description, sorry, but I've got it somewhere, so I might be able to, here it is. I'm going to stick it into the chat now before I forget, in case anybody in their right mind wants to hear me talk for an hour, but with Chad and also Tyler, his colleague over at the Alamo Studio. Check out their YouTube channel anyway if you haven't already. Hello to Jane Flakes, hope you're doing well. Also to Gaz Nottingham, who was promoting this show once again on Twitter before we went live. Thank you for that. Also, hello to Peter as well. I'm out here on the same continent as you again, Peter. I am back in the UK, currently at my mom's house in the Midlands of England. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit more busy. Last week was quiet, wasn't it? I was quiet. I was quietly jet lagged from what I remember. Padroid Girl, always good to see you. Greetings and salutations right back at ya. And who else have we got? Chrome Dome! AO to you. David McKay's back as well. Good to see you, David. And Monkey Spankos, sup to you. Alpha Monkey, always happy to see you, my friend. Hello there. Is that the first hello there of the evening? It might be. Okay, Padroid Girls come back. Going up. Roughly $2,605 US dollars. We'll come on to that in a moment. Thank you for Googling it, Paradroid Girl. And yeah, there's the link that you can't click on to Chad's channel. But anyway, I'll come back to, and also to Explaining Computers as well. 3 weeks. This is the hat trick, right, of appearances during the live stream. 3 weeks on the trot, I think. Impressive. Most impressive. Right, let's bring in our first kind of story. Oh, and also hello to Simon D, who, I've just got so used to not seeing here anymore. I kind of just assumed, I imagined seeing him pop up in the chat. Evening, didn't go to my class tonight as have a cold. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Simon D. I hope it's just a common cold that you'll shake off in no time, being the legend that you are. Right, so I don't know if this is real, but it popped up online a few hours ago. and Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's this? Downvotes. Oh, you can downvote now on Twitter, can you? Good job. I don't tweet very often. I will be a victim of many downvotes. So yeah, this is apparently an official Kenobi banner. Somebody mentioned in the comments that it looks a bit like a merchandise promotional banner, but not really interesting as such. But it's another take on the duel that we've been promised, which some people are bang up for, some people a little bit more I don't know, on the fence about, but that is the duel, the rematch, Kenobi and Vader. So they're going big on it, aren't they? It is Darth and Obi dominating this promotional shot. You would expect Kenobi to be there, but looking at this, Vader very prominent, as is that duel. So I don't know, looking at that trailer, of course they're holding back showing Darth in terms of any live action footage at the moment, but the trailer almost, I don't know, put me in a good place thinking that, this isn't going to be the Obi-Wan and Vader show. Like, I'm all for more Vader, but sparingly, doing it in the right way, not overdoing it anyway. But looking at this poster, it does look like, yeah. But then again, that's the thing that's going to get a lot of people interested, casual fans, particularly, I think. So anyway, again, I don't know if it's real, but it looks pretty legit. But then, Star Wars fans, movie fans on the internet are a talented bunch with the old Photoshop. I'm sure other photo editing software is available. I'll do one more story, then I'm going to pop over to the chat again. Should we do because Power Droid Girl mentioned the money. Let's do the action figure story that's sold for loads of money. So this was in the UK, and the story here is on the BBC News. Local news for Derby, which is not that far from where I am at the moment. I'm in the West Midlands. Derby is in the East Midlands. There you are. That's your local England geography lesson that you didn't ask for. Star Wars toy bought for 99p pence sells for 2,000 of the Queen's English pounds. He doesn't look that happy. I assume he's a man that's just made a handsome profit. Yeah, David Wilson Turner doesn't look particularly happy. I assume that's him. Oh, no, he's from the auctioneers. Okay, so he's not getting that money. That's why he doesn't look happy. Okay, a 1980 Star Wars toy bought for less than £1 has sold for double its estimate. The return of the Jedi Yak Face figure was reduced from £1.59 to 99p by a supermarket and has remained in the same packing since. That's it. It's all about the packaging, isn't it? It's all about the packaging. And, what kids in their right minds did not want to rip open those toys the moment they got them? Well, whoever this guy is, this Star Wars super fan here, made by Colville-based Palitoy in 1983, it was one of 37 toys auctioned by a Star Wars super fan. So there's been loads of stories before about, especially some of the original action figures making a crazy amount of money. But the thing here that's interesting as well is that this figure actually more than doubled its estimate. So it had an estimate of £800 to 1,000, but made 2,000 in total. And the entire collection was sold for £37,500. The winning bidder is staying anonymous, but was confirmed as a UK-based private individual. It wasn't me. All right, it wasn't me. I don't have £37,500. I don't think I wouldn't do it anyway, to be honest, even if I did. Although I really want one of those. I want the Sideshow life-size Grogu at the moment, which for me is the equivalent of £37,000 right now. It's like £400 or something. But anyway, here are some of the figures. Oh, so this original Anakin figure with Sebastian Shaw made £5,800. Man, if any of you have got any of these and are still in the packaging, you know what to do. All right. Other toys sold included a scarce 1984 Yak Face figure, which made £8,600 after a battle between phone and internet bidders, far, far away from its 2,000 to 3,000 estimate. Wow, the Yak Face one made 8,600. There's a picture of the Yak Face one. Yeah, it's the one he's holding. Yeah, man, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I mean, my big bro had so many of the original action figures because he is a child of the original trilogy, the original release of the original trilogy. And like I'm at my mum's, they're all up in the attic up there. They're all there, but there is not a smidgen of packaging in sight, and I think there's barely any of the accessories in sight. The guns and whatever. Although lightsabers, they were like in the arm, weren't they? And he pulled like a little lever, and the lightsaber came out. Anyway, yeah, the Anakin one was 5,800, and Empire Strikes Back 82. Boba Fett was 3,600. And someone, David Wilson Turner, the grumpy guy in the photo from Hanson's Auctioneers, said there are Star Wars collectors all over the world, and the clamor to own rare items is as strong as ever. And the collection was sold by a 48-year-old from Birmingham, who works in financial services and had amassed the items over 20 years. What's the rarest thing you've got, people? What's the rarest Star Wars thing you've got? And I suppose, there's always sentimental value over monetary value as well. Talk to me in the chat. I'm going to pop back over to the chat for a moment, then we'll do the Liam Neeson story, I think. And just to confirm that the toy that cost 99p and sold for £2,000 is roughly $2,605 US. Yeah. So, and that wasn't even the biggest sale. I don't know why they led with that in the headline, man. Right. Okay. Badikat, I've always had a problem with your name. Not like I'm not against your name. It's just in terms of me saying it. But yeah, looking forward to Kenobi. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alpha Monkey. Yeah, we're rising. There's 11 of us, Peter, apparently. And no prize for making it 3 weeks on the trot. It's like one of those coffee shop loyalty cards. I think, what is it, 8 or 9? So if you show up for 8, you get the 9th one free. I'll think of something. Yeah, prize on its way. And also Mikey and Jane on Twitch. Hope you're doing well, Mikey. I know you've been on tour, or you are on tour. But I hope all's going good with you. I saw some tour stuff on Instagram recently, and yeah, man, we're here to cure the headache. What else? Yeah, edit button on Twitter, please. I'm not bothered about downvotes. Didn't even realize that was a thing. Peter asks, is it the first Elon thing? But edit buttons, what we want. Jewel of the Fakes from Simon D there. I know these figures aren't fake. Are you talking about the figures? Oh, no, it's the promotional art I showed earlier, I suppose. And Alpha Monkey, in regards to the art, I really like the art. It's reminiscent of the iconic Jewels of Fate promo art from Revenge of the Sith. Jewels of the Fate was Phantom Menace. What did they call the jewel in Sith? Wasn't Jewels of the Fate, was it? I saw it, Mike. I saw it. I always go back. Back. Book. Yeah. Although someone paid more. There were some more expensive figures in there than the £2,000 one. Oh yeah, the Queen does look excited. Apparently, I'm not really into the royal family. I have no problem with them. I'm not against them. I'm just bored by them, basically. I think it's her birthday today, one of her birthdays. So yeah, maybe that's why she's there looking so happy about Star Wars figures. Maybe she got some Star Wars figures, very expensive Star Wars figures for her birthday that we paid for. And Monkey Spank remembers a bucket of I guess the figures. Wow, that bucket was a very, very, very expensive bucket. Now it would be, at least. Simon D says, really, Yak Face? I mean, he's hardly Boba Fett, is he? No, Boba Fett, mate, nothing compared to the power of Yak Face at an auction. Yeah, unsold stock from 90s clearance warehouses. But, it's just one of those things. Why would you even think about what we're talking about now, back then, And now, because it's something that people do think about, it's something that can never happen again, right? I suppose. Sorry if I've missed anything. Post it back in if I've missed something that's important. Power Droid Girl says a friend of mine, Craig, sold a rocket firing Boba Fett a few years ago. It made an obscene amount. He made the papers too. Hey, Power Droid Girl, how much? How much? Don't go all coy. I mean, you've named him. You've personally named him. So show me the money. I mean, you just tell me how much. Anyway, Simon D says, I think I have a few Jabba sail barge goons still in original packaging at Weekgate and Klaatu, I think, in my sister's garage. Wow, man, look them up. You never know. And worst case scenario, I'll get Corey D to sign Klaatu for you. The packaging, if you want, one day, if I ever meet Corey in person. We talk quite a lot on Instagram, actually, but we've never met in the flesh. Explaining computers, I have somewhere from the late 1970s and early 80s when I was 10, when A New Hope came out, but none are in the packaging and condition is not good. Is there just no value, basically, on the figures with no packaging? No, but saying that, you do see them at some of the bigger conventions where they have, a lot of memorabilia on sale and what have you. You do see some figures in just like little see-through plastic bags, don't you, for sale? So there must be some sort of value on them. But hey, again, sentimental value is often far more valuable than what this dude might give you at an auction, maybe. Daniel Spartan, hope you're doing well. Got some originals inherited without packaging, though. Yeah, technically I haven't inherited my big bros stuff that's up there, but I'm closer to it than he is right now, so I'm thinking of stealing it. But yeah, inheritance. So it's cool stuff to inherit. I definitely temporarily inherited it from him when I was younger, and he didn't care. But now I think he cares again. Jane Flakes, I feel that maybe it's time to see your Star Wars toy box from your youth. I always wanted an AT-AT. Now I have a Lego one. Yeah, I'm back now, so I have no excuse. I'm going to be at my mum's for a little while. I can't remember if I said this last week. I can't remember anything I said last week. But yeah, she's having like a big operation. And seeing as I've been away for 7 months, I am the sibling that's more or less going to be on full-time caring duty because she lives alone, a little bit remote now. She's moved out of town. So yeah, I won't be going back to London or Mexico City, who knows, full time for a little bit yet. So I'm going to be here for a couple of months. So yeah, there's no excuse. Keep on at me at that. But I've got something else to do before I do that. You know what? You all know what. I'm just not going to say it myself. Oh, Chad's here. Thanks, Chad. I'm glad that you've made it after the more important appointment in your diary today. Nice to see you finally. Mikey says, quite soon peeps are going to have tech in their houses to recreate his box models with 3D printers, etc. Then holy hell is going to break loose. Yeah, I got this. I think this is from a 3D printer. I got this in Mexico at a little kind of local arts and crafts fair thing that was on. It had a planting. It had a nice planting, which I didn't look after very well, and it died. And I guess I couldn't have brought it back very easily from Mexico anyway, so I took the plant out. It was dead. Gave it a good send off, don't worry, and brought this back. But I think it's via a 3D printer, and now I just put things in it like batteries and cables. So anyway, that was interesting, wasn't it? Chad's here. Panic over. Peter says, let's make a photo on which we barely see the soul goods, but a grumpy looking man is visible. Yep, that's what they did. And yeah, we'd all like to know how the haircut is, Chad, and also how your headache's going, Simon, as well. Any update on the headache situation from you? Excuse me. I think my mum. See, I'm near Birmingham, where it's the one part of the UK where they do say mom and spell it MOM as well. Still as McKenna 80 ST in her attic somewhere. Chad's haircut's good. Well, we'll be the judge of that, Chad. Send a picture. Powdery Girl says, I have Peter Cushing's monogrammed handkerchief with a signed certification of authenticity. Whoa, I couldn't even read that. I was like, as I kind of took it in here, I was almost too shocked to actually release it from here. That's cool. Everybody can see that, right? I'm going to read it again if you can't. I have Peter Cushing's monogrammed handkerchief with a signed certification of authenticity. I got it from his estate auction. That's pretty cool. I mean, you've got some of Peter Cushing's dried up bogies somewhere in your home. That's Grand Moff bogies. Love it. Yakface and Blue Snaggletooth are the holy grail of Star Wars collectibles. So yeah, show some respect to Yakface in future, Simon, please. The last 17 fetch a pretty penny nowadays. If anyone's seen Jules Bert's YouTube channel, he does a lot of packaging of original Star Wars toys, reboxing videos, cool stuff. That's from Simon there, Jules Bert. Alpha Monkey, my holy grail as of now is either my Cyan Black Series Boba Fett or, he said either, what else? Battle of the Heroes from Gaz and David. So yeah, that's the Revenge of the Sith, the battle, and the tune, the John Williams tune as well. There goes the $1 I earned from these streams. Yeah, because that was so John Williams like. I am definitely going to trigger the copyright thing. Right, okay. Let's bring up another story, and then I'll come back to the chat. Right, what is there? Oh yeah, Liam Neeson. Should we talk about Liam Neeson? Good, let's do it. I'm sure you're all nodding in agreement right now. Keep nodding because I've got to find the actual story. I've definitely got too many tabs open here. Will I ever learn? No, I will never learn. I found it though, everybody. Don't worry. Okay, so Liam Neeson, this is on Den of Geek. I think he was talking to comicbook.com. And of course, like anybody involved with Star Wars previously, he will always be asked about whether he'll return. I think that's going to happen to anybody now, especially as there's so many possibilities with new Star Wars, but particularly because it would make complete sense to have Qui-Gon Jinn cameo in the Kenobi series, Force Ghost appearance, what have you. But Liam Neeson ain't having it. Qui-Gon, no way, Sonny Jin. So he was asked whether he will be returning or would be willing to return to Star Wars. And actually, if you consider his opinion or something that he said a long time ago after the prequels, that he never wanted to do any Star Wars ever again, that's softened. Because what he's saying here is he would like to do Star Wars again, but only a movie. When asked by Comic Book whether he'd reprise his role as Qui-Gon Jinn, Neeson quickly confirmed that while he'd love to do it, he's not interested in appearing on TV. So let's find that quote. Where is that quote? Here we go. Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think so, in regards to returning. If it was a film, yeah, I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to TV. I must admit, I just like the big screen, Now, we all know that he has a particular set of skills, and one of them, I believe, is lying. Liar. Actors are professional fakers. I don't believe him. I'm not saying I definitely think he's going to show up for a cameo in Kenobi. I just think he absolutely would do TV, and he would do the Kenobi cameo if asked. I mean, it's going to come a point where you'll only be asked to do TV anyway. So if he wants to carry on working, and the dude pretty much, it seems, accepts every script he's sent these days, then he's going to end up doing TV. And I'm sure one of you guys could tell me that he's already done some TV. And Qui-Gon had a cameo, animated cameo in Rebels, right? Did Neeson provide the voice for that, or was it another voice actor? Because if he did, he's technically already done Star Wars TV. And you could say the live action Star Wars TV is far closer to movie Star Wars than the animated series, So yeah, I don't believe him, man. I'm still fairly confident there'll be a Qui-Gon cameo, and it makes sense. And I'm pretty sure if we don't see Qui-Gon, we'll get Yoda instead, which will equally make sense. Okay. I will pop over to the chat, then we'll do our final story, which is, again, in regards to Kenobi. Hayden Christensen has revealed how he got himself back immersed into the Star Wars galaxy. So I'm just going to head down the chat a little bit. Chad says Disney announced their behind-the-scenes video on May 4th for Book of Boba Fett, but I'm still hoping they'll drop Bad Batch and surprise us. Hey, you never know. I'm not that excited by a. Do you know what? If that was the big Star Wars thing for that month, Star Wars Day month, then that would be really disappointing. Book of Boba Fett behind the scenes featurette gallery thing, but knowing that we have Kenobi just a few weeks later is all good. It's all good. I mean, they moved it, I suppose, to really coincide with Celebration, right? But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they have got some tricks up their sleeves. So still a few questions, still a few comments in regards to the figures. Apparently the Queen was gifted a selection of rare Matchbox cars, but she prefers Corgi. Hey, boom boom from Daniel Spartan there. Chad Campbell, he's on the Stranger Things trail again. Stranger Things 4 trailer passed the views of Kenobi in only 6 days. Really? It's just not a smart idea to try and compete directly against them. Both can coexist, but same day is just irritating. So Chad, if anyone doesn't know, equally loves Star Wars and Stranger Things, and it made a really good point to me. I kind of my arrogance blinds me as well, you know, believe that like Kenobi, just because it's like prequel Star Wars, it's Ewan McGregor, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's Darth Vader. I just assumed it's going to be a smash hit. And it is going to be a smash hit. There's no doubt about that. It's going to do big business. However, it is at the same time potentially going to struggle. And Chad made this point that like it's really exciting for us and casual fans too, but it doesn't quite have the potential to bring in new fans like The Mandalorian. You know, The Mandalorian is actually a really good entry point into Star Wars. If you don't want to watch the movies, you don't really need to. You're going to miss out on some details, sure, and some threads will be loose, but generally you'll get The Mandalorian and hopefully enjoy it. And I think a lot of people did. You know, I know a few people who aren't big Star Wars fans and haven't seen the movies, but did watch The Mandalorian and enjoyed it. Some it inspired them to watch the movies, some didn't. They don't need to, you know. This series, you do kind of need to see the movies really to kind of get full impact and fully understand, you know. Yeah, this is one of those bridges again between the prequels and the original trilogy. So yeah, anyway, we'll see. But it's up against Stranger Things, and it sounds like on YouTube anyway, I'm assuming Stranger Things is winning the trailer views battle. Simon D says, come to Brighton. It's a shop that sells original Star Wars toys called Snooper's Paradise. I like that name. Yeah, mate. Actually, it all depends on my mum's stuff, but I'm supposed to. I've been invited on a stag do in Brighton, so if that happens, I'm going to tap you up. Don't you worry. I hate stag do's these days. I can't be doing with stag do's anymore. But yeah, we'll see. £18,000 Power Droid Girls Friends toy sold for. Wow, yeah, obscene. £18,000. And yet there's a lot of love for Power Droid Girls, Peter Cushing's random Peter Cushing memorabilia. In terms of the best way to just message me on Instagram, Mikey. I don't know if you've got my WhatsApp, have you? But so start with Instagram, just personal one, not the Geek Game one, because I haven't got notifications on generally for Instagram actually, but it automatically logs me into my personal one when I do go on it. So yeah, personal Insta, my man. Disney have to do a Yak Face series now. It's the only way. Chad Campbell says Liam Neeson will return to Star Wars, but only if the script is as good as Taken Free. Alpha Monkey says, continue where I left off. Yeah, thank you. I've been waiting for this. I can't even remember what the other one was now. I spoiled myself to a Hot Toys Mandalorian last year, too expensive for my liking, but I just had to. These things happen. Gaz Nottingham, in regards to Liam Neeson not apparently returning as Qui-Gon Jinn, is Liam teasing us here? He voiced Qui-Gon. Clone Wars, sorry, yeah. He voiced Qui-Gon in a cameo in the Clone Wars. There we go. He's already done Star Wars TV. So, liar. We'll see, though. Right, I'm just flipping down a bit more again. Sorry if I've missed anything. But hello to Astramus. Hope you're doing good. You will be sorry for your lateness. Liam said he wouldn't do TV, and he said that the same week he did an episode of Derry Girls, so read between the lines. There we go. He's showing up, man. There was another interview where he was very coy as well, that he did a few months ago. I think I even made a video about it because I had nothing else to make a video about that week. Exactly. And money will be involved. Mind tricks don't work on him, do they? Only money. And further confirmation that Leeson did voice Rebels or Clone Wars. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's happening still, but he's definitely lying. We've rumbled him on this stream tonight. Okay. I'll just read the final few comments. Kenobi is going to be beautiful, sad, and possibly going to be of interest only to those who love the prequels. I am really looking forward to it, though, because I love all things Star Wars. I think original trilogy and prequel fans, this is a series for them. Mikey, I thought you'd never seen the Star Wars movies. Mikey says, I agree. I watched Mandalorian with no Star Wars background and love it. You'd never seen the movies. Or you mean you'd only seen the movies and not done anything else beyond that? The original movies, maybe. But anyway, yeah, you don't need to see the movies to see Liam Neeson in Life's Too Short is wonderful. Is absolutely wonderful. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that series, to be honest. Powder Girl knows the guy who got Peter Cushing's slippers. I want to interview that guy. Can you personally put me in touch with him? And Jane, that reminds me that one of your friends is going to look at interviewing as well. Need to get back onto that as well. Right, let me do the final story. Hang on a second. I've got to open the tab again. So many tabs, man. Will I ever learn? Talk amongst yourselves while I find it, please. All right. So this is from a interview actually with Entertainment Weekly, but I'm reading it here from IndieWire. Obi-Wan. Hayden Christensen watched Clone Wars Rebels to prepare for playing Anakin again. So Hayden Christensen has talked about how he prepared himself to return to reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker and also Darth Vader. He's talked about in this interview what it was like to put the suit back on again. But first of all, in terms of how he got himself pumped, got himself back in the Star Wars zone, he binged the Clone Wars and Rebels in addition to all the live action films. And these are his words in my voice. It was interesting. They did a lot with these characters in those shows, and they did further explore the relationship. There was interesting stuff. There was interesting stuff there to learn about. It was great fun getting to go back and re-immerse yourself in this world that just continues to grow and become more and more vast. So that's pretty cool. Like me, he's recently watched the animated series, and like me, binging Rebels ahead of Kenobi. Although he's binging Rebels ahead of appearing in Kenobi, I'm just going to be sat there in my pants watching it on my bed. Anyway, in regards to playing Darth Vader, Christensen told Entertainment, I can't talk. I just can't talk. I said this last week and blamed on jet lag. I just can't talk. Christensen previously told Entertainment Weekly that it felt very natural to step back into the role. I was just really excited to get to come in and play Darth Vader at this point in the timeline because it did feel like a natural continuation of your journey with the character. And that was very meaningful for me. Plus, getting a chance to team up with Ewan McGregor was an intergalactic dream come true. He didn't say that. That's the article. But he did say, I can tell you the first time that I saw Ewan as Obi-Wan again, that was a very special moment for me. One that I'll remember for a very, very long time. One of the things I love so much about working on Star Wars projects is just that shared excitement, that everyone's real excited to be there. You feel that energy, and that's a really special thing. I watched, now this is Ewan McGregor. This is how Ewan McGregor prepared. I watched all of the Star Wars films from start to finish, McGregor told Entertainment Weekly. All 9 movies, just to get back into that world. They did note that Solo and Rogue One were excluded from McGregor's watch list. I think he's missing out there. I hope you've seen them. Rogue One is fantastic, and I still think Solo is great fun. McGregor added, it was interesting to watch our films because I hadn't seen them since they came out. Not at all. So it was cool to see and interesting to watch them and enjoy them without all of the noise that was around when they came out. So it sounds like even you, McGregor's having the experience that many others have had since the kind of prequels backlash died down, of being able to just watch them and take them for what they are and not be influenced by negativity around you. So that's pretty cool. You're welcome, everybody. Did my best to talk then. Right, final comments, and then we're going to say goodbye. Dave McKay says, yeah, Liam Neeson in Life's Too Short was masterful. He was. Yeah, Gaz Nottingham, even Hayden has watched Rebels. Hashtag Jamie watch Rebels. Got news for you, mate. I haven't started yet. But. Tomorrow, all right? So next week, I will have seen a good chunk of the first season, all right? I'm saying it now. Yeah, so Gaz Nottingham also says, I love that Ewan finally realizes that the prequels have a lot of love for them now. Alpha Monkey, I'm so glad Hayden is doing his homework on the best version of Anakin. Maybe it will reflect on his version of character going forward. Still excited to see him come back in the role. And Powder Girl, Hayden's after consistency for any Clone Wars flashbacks. Please be Clone Wars flashbacks. I reckon we're going to get those. I have just done all 11 movies. They are all great fun. I love them, says Jane Flakes. And yeah, that's a good point about Hayden looking for that consistency for Clone Wars flashbacks. You know, yeah, I think it's something we're quite likely to get, but this would add up with the fact he's gone back to do his research of that particular timeline. Simon D, I can confirm Ewan did not watch my prequel edit, although I'll check my inbox later. Hey, you never know, man. It's still linked in the video we did together on the channel, which gets the occasional views. It's touching 2,000 views now. So you never know. He might see it there and then go and watch it. Oh, no, he's got to contact me to contact you to get the link. He hasn't contacted me to contact you to get the link yet. I'm sorry. But yeah, keep an eye on the inbox. I will too. Anyway, everybody, sorry if I missed anything. If I have, copy and paste it back in right now, okay? And we'll wrap up. So thank you all for joining. We had a few things to talk about this week, which is cool. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all have a great end of week. And yeah, we'll be back, or we will be back this time next week. All right. So straight out of Coruscant, hello to you, and also goodbye to you, because this is the end of the show. So hello, goodbye. Let's start waving, everybody, because you know there's that weird, awkward lag. I know, Chad. There's that awkward lag when I click end broadcast and it actually ending. So keep waving, everybody, and I'll see you next week.